Hello and welcome. So for this week's video, we're going to be doing my daily rat routine. Now obviously I don't do the same exact thing every single day, but this is basically the gist of it. Hi baby. So yeah, the only thing you're not going to see is morning meds because I do those basically within 20 minutes of me being awake. And I don't have anyone to help me film that, and I am not going to be setting up the tripod and moving it around when I just need to get morning meds done. But you'll see evening meds, which are more detailed because Joja's on more medication at night than she is in the morning, and it's basically I do it the same way. And then I also have the evening supplements for my oldies. So yeah, you'll see more. They're right here. You'll see more about that at night. But yeah, you won't. I will mostly be voiceover until Cappy gets up and can help me actually film. So yeah, today is Wednesday, so that means I also weighed everyone, but I didn't film that either because I like to do that in its own video. Hi, baby. Hi, careful, careful. What? There you go. But yeah, so after morning meds, basically I wake up, I get ready for the day, I go downstairs and feed the cats, and I come upstairs and close the door immediately so they don't come back in. And then I do rat meds, and then I start free roaming who I can. So today we're starting off with Junimo and Joja. You just saw Junimo go in there. She's acting way better. She finally started being normal after her last tooth trim. And then there's Joja. So Joja she's got a pituitary tumor in case you guys didn't know, and she's on meds for the pituitary tumor. And they work well at night. Like when I go to bed, I give her meds at 6:30 at night. And when I go to bed, she's usually up and trying to eat. And then in the morning, she's down again. 12 hours after her meds, they have either started to wear off or have worn off. She has an appointment today with the vet, so I will be talking to the vet about that. So hopefully a different vet than the last vet if you saw my last vlog. But hopefully we'll be able to figure out something for her. I'm being very upfront. I do not have a lot of time left with Joja. Junimo, I'm hoping we're taking it tooth trim by tooth trim basically because Junimo, her condition is so unstable, but not her quality of life is okay. So we're just taking a tooth trim by tooth trim with her. So yeah, I start off with. So yeah, I'm starting this free roam off with the two of them. I'll show you Joja in a second if you want. Actually, she's just right here. I'll just turn the camera. Joja, my baby. Yeah. She's still sweet, even with her pituitary tumor. That's what kills me, is with pituitary tumors, you kind of see them slowly lose their, hey baby. You see them kind of slowly lose their personalities, and then, but with some of them, this was the case with my rat Willow, they still just want you. They just want to have attention. They just want to be with you. My rat Willow was really bad because, she would try so hard to get to me that she'd fall off things, and I was constantly, running over to, catch her. And I won't let Joja do that, obviously, but hopefully it's a slow progressing tumor, so hopefully we won't get to that point. But, hi, baby. All right, so yeah, that's the beginning of this rat routine. So for the next free roam, I did the gravies. So you see Kelpie and Thistle here. Ursula, I think, will show up by the water in a second. And everything with them's going pretty good. They're still pretty healthy, so I don't really have any additional things to do with them, even though they are seniors. They're a year and 9 months old at this point. I will be doing intros with them soon, which is going to be interesting. It's going to be with the babies. Sorry, the kitten is trying to climb my back. Okay. I will be doing intros with them and the babies soon. And with Junimo and Joja also in their current states, I'm very soon going to be looking at having less free roams that I need to do, or less cages to free roam anyway, because Junimo is going to be going in with the dwarfs and the babies are going to be going in with the gravies. So that means that in the not too distant future, I'll go from having 4 permanent cages with a 5 temporary cage to having just the 3 cages. And I don't really know what that looks like for me yet. If I'll try to get all the cages cleaned in one day, because it'll be 3 double critter nations. So that will be a lot of cage cleaning for one day. But I might end up doing that just because cleaning the big group's cage, which is this group, this is my group of 6 girls, cleaning their cage on a Friday can get a little tedious. But yeah, so after the Gravies, I decided to free roam these girls. So we have Suitor, Lamb, Gumshoe, Snail, Irving, and Blooper. During this free roam, I gave Lamb a Revolution dose, and I was just protecting her from them for like the first 10 minutes afterward. I gave everyone treats to distract them, but the alcohol smell from the Revolution will stay on her fur until someone grooms it off, basically. And they really, really like to do that. Rats do not like when their companions do not smell like they should. So yeah, I was having to defend Lamb a little bit during this free roam, which is fine. I almost lost this clip. But after free roam, I give them their daily fresh meal. So I like to give the girls different meals every single day. They basically get like a lunch and a dinner. Their dinners, their dry mix, or lunch I always call a salad, even if it doesn't look much like a salad. So for this day, they got some leafy greens and herbs, and then they got some fruit, some avocado, and some crackers. And this meal does change every day depending on what I give them. And I usually, with most of the groups, they immediately come to the top. But with like my older girls, as you can see here, I like to make sure they know there's food. Because like Lamb, for example, has gone deaf. So I just need to make sure that she sees that there's food. And here we have Junimo. She came out immediately for her little meal. I think Joja joined her a little bit later. But with the pituitary tumor, it can be hard for Joja to keep up her normal routine. And there she is. There's Junimo just licking avocado off my hand. And then we have the Gravies next, and they are usually pretty good about just being at the top immediately. There you see how excited she is just instantaneously. And Ursula is going to come up the side in a second, I think. Now, you don't have to do fresh meals every day if you have them on like a proper diet. A lot of people like to because it's fun. They get super excited, as you can see. I like to do it just because I like giving them 2 meals, which is also why they get less of a dry mix later in the day. But just whatever, I measure it based on what maintains their weight the best, because with my females that are spayed, it is important for me to keep an eye on their weight because they can lose weight pretty rapidly. I never really have that issue with my intact females. They just kind of stay trim. But like the dwarfs and the spayed females and males of any kind are going to have a harder time. And then with the dwarfs, I have to make sure no one hangs onto the door when I open it, because they will. And then I have to worry about them falling onto the floor and then running off and hiding. But yep, there we have it. And with the dwarfs, I will also make sure that everyone knows there's food. With Scylla, she knows there's food. She just wants as much attention as I can possibly give her. All right, it is the next phase of my daily rat routine. If you can hear the laundry, I apologize. I'm doing laundry. Rat laundry, but it's not part of my daily routine, so I didn't show it. So yeah, I'm just going to feed everybody. And so basically the dwarfs get 5 grams of food per dwarf, and the standards get 10 grams of food per standard, with a little extra going to the babies because they're not 16 weeks old yet. So yeah, I just give everything a good stir. Shake off excess. Boop. So for my dwarf group, there's 7 of them, so they get 35 grams of food. And then I also give everyone a treat, which allows me to actually scatter the food without getting mobbed. Which isn't a problem for most cages, but some cages. Some. Hey guys! Hi Scylla, as always. Scylla. Okay. Here you go. She'll be back in a second. You can't have 2.
Little babies.
Missy, wake up. Missy. Okay, Miss Lois, Missy, Bonnet. I see Glitch underneath you. I don't know if I can reach her.
Oh, she's unconscious under Lois.
I'm just gonna slide that where her nose is approximately. And I also actually assume Agatha's in there as well. Here's someone's face. Alright, that's everyone. And then I scatter up here first.
Scatter some on Scylla.
I've done that. And I scatter down here. And then Just toss the last on the bottom. And I repeat that, which you will see in a second. Yuppie. Ursula. Thistle.
Oh my god.
Whoop. It's in there. It's in there. It's in there, baby.
She doesn't trust you.
She doesn't. Now with Junimo and Joja, they are not eating a ton of solid food, but I still feed them because it's better for Junimo's teeth if she does eat a little bit of solid food. But yeah, it's their health is declining, as I have mentioned before. So I still offer them solid food, but they are both mostly on a liquid diet at this point, which you'll see a little bit later. I doubt they'll even come out. I'm probably... Well, there's... Junimo's in here. Hey, Jun.
I wonder if Junimo would like a lava ledge or a salt thing to chew on. Do you think that would help her teeth?
No.
No, it's too far gone.
No, yeah. The malocclusion's not from, like, not being able to grind her teeth down. Because there's a ton of wood items and stuff in here, and plastic, and they naturally grind their teeth by bruxing. It's not...
It's just a defect, a birth defect.
Basically, adding hard surfaces for them to chew. They're not like hamsters, where with hamsters you need chew stuff. You need, like, chewable stuff in there. Because otherwise their teeth can get messed up. It's not like that with rats. Yeah. But that's okay. And then this is going to be for the big group of girls. Let's go.
Brazil.
They got a big old pancake this morning for their birthday.
Nice.
Yeah, the quad turned 1.
Oh.
There you go. Bluepo will refuse. Yep. Suitor. Where is Lamb? What did y'all do with her? Is she...
Oh.
Oh, hi. Oh, she must. Alright, I'm going to see if Blooper would like a Cheerio instead. Blooper can be a bit picky with treats sometimes. Wake up.
She not take it?
Nah. That one was broken. I don't even know if she's awake right now.
That's fine. Oh my god. These cats are being psychotic.
Yeah.
Look at her over there.
Oh, she's gonna knock that cup down. Alright. And...
Well, here's our watch list, everybody. Pick something to make fun of us for and put it in the comments below.
And I also grabbed this cage's water, because I do waters basically every day.
I have water every day.
Yeah? Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
She didn't even notice.
Yeah, I know.
Hi, baby. Oh, she's 2 years and 8 months old.
Oh, kisses. Hell yeah.
Careful, Suitor.
I taste like chicken. She giving me kisses. Stop, get out of here. Stop, move your hand. Get out of here. Why are you trying to steal my... You get enough? Don't you get enough? Why are you greedy?
They're my babies.
Why are you greedy?
They're my babies.
I don't care. How's that relevant to me? Bullying?
If it's Ursula, she's been going through something.
I know what she's been going through.
Ever since Baker passed away, she's just been like, her heats have been like really bad for some reason. I don't think it has anything to do with Baker. I think that's just a coincidence, but the time frame is the important part. It's weird. Where she's just been like tugging on their necks a lot and like starting shit, and it's like, Thistle's being pretty patient with her. I'm hoping that means it'll translate over when I do intros, that Thistle is just patient now.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
This is my room. They know. They've seen it.
They've gotten so big.
I'm going to sit down. Oh, my God. How convenient. A little seat.
Clark. Come on, Jelly.
They don't like me.
Tara. Well, they're shy.
They get nervous when I'm around, which is inconvenient because they're in my room, so I'm kind of always around.
They're very playful. Like, they like me, but I did have to earn it.
Hera is fine. It's Jelly won't make an appearance, and Clark super won't make an appearance.
That's my... I know, I smell like food. Okay. I'm gonna have Clark. Clark, my love. Hold on, I think I can get her going.
Clark, don't you have a report due?
Okay, guys, back inside. Okay. And this door doesn't close immediately, so I have to sit there and press on it.
I found out the hard way. I have a hangnail.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Let's do waters. Alright, and now I'm going to do their waters.
She's drinking my shower water over there.
Did she plug the drain again?
If she did, I'm going to end my life.
She did not. They plugged it yesterday, and I didn't realize until it started filling with water.
Yeah. They keep doing it. And I'm going to go insane.
Yeah, this is just Daily Essentials 1 and calcium. So. And this is a good supplement to give them if you feed them like a homemade mix, because it just ensures that they get everything they need. And my mix is heavily fortified, so like they don't actually drink a ton of this. Like they drink enough that it's not wasteful.
Back in the day when you first started doing it, the rats would go insane for it.
Yeah.
Wookie was like really into it.
I started doing this before I even started doing proper Shunamite diet, because the Shunamite diet in the U.S. is actually a fairly new thing. It's only been the last, like, when did I start it? I started like 3-4 years ago, I'd say. And it wasn't until then that it was like easy to do in the U.S. because we just don't have the same products that the UK has. But I started doing this vitamins before that because I had a rat named Rowley and a rat named Willow who had rusty butts. And Willow was just genetic because she was a rescue. And she was wonky. I don't always know what to say in these videos because I'm so used to doing this kind of stuff that I just don't think about it much now.
Let's talk about the cat.
Which one?
Betty.
She's slightly less of a menace than her sister. Slightly. She claws me less and she bites me less.
Ow, oh my God. Jinx.
Yeah, see, they're not even out. They haven't even tried to eat. But, like, as I said, they're mostly on a liquid diet, so you'll see their enthusiasm more. Oh, hi. When did you move? Hey, Junie. You'll see their enthusiasm more later tonight when I give them their Ensure.
Oh, she's down there.
Huh?
She's down there.
Yeah. I've been wanting to get some more new stuff for the cage. Like, they have, like, wine racks, which are basically... Have you seen the wooden wine racks? Do you have any idea?
No, probably not.
Okay. It looks like,
Hello.
I'll show you. I don't really know how to describe it, but they're good for climbing. And I've seen some, like, metal tubes that I think would be fun for them. And since they're metal, I can clean them easy. Which is, like, one of my biggest issues with, like, the wooden items is, like...
Oh, yeah. You have to soak them, and it's, like, doesn't really work out very well.
Yeah, it's, like, it's super cute, but I also know cleaning out the inside of a wooden tube would be a nightmare.
Yeah. There's only so much our bathtub could take.
Yeah, it's going to be going through it this week. Or not this week, this month. Because I'm going to be doing intros with 2 groups.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping the dwarfs will at least be easy. Since it's going to be neutral territory intros, I'm kind of thinking that I'll still have to soak everything, but I'm hoping that that means it'll be, like, less chaotic, less messy. But we'll see.
I'm gonna get footage from the zoo.
Oh, we can get footage we can do that for the normal vlog. I don't think we'll have time until maybe after my shower, but I want to do the jars.
Okay. Look at that cat. Stop being curious. I'm begging you, please.
She's gonna be curious. I want her to be less demonic.
Stop. Stop. Both of it. Both of them. Stop doing both of them. Paige Kitty. Oh.
Come out, baby. You want to cuddle?
Now with you?
Sometimes Suter comes out because she wants a little cuddle. And because I love her. Oh, I indulge.
Thickums.
Hi, Irving.
What about me?
Do you want to cuddle? Hold on. Will you do it for the camera? She's like, excuse you, Aunt Cappy.
You can't tell me what to do.
Okay. Go back. I got one more water to do, and your aunt needs a tissue.
I really, really, really do.
Have they still been using the door hammock? Was it on the actual door?
I haven't seen them in there.
They seem to have been enjoying this basket a little bit more.
They love beating each other up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Hi, Hera. All right. So the only thing left for today is my nighttime med routine. So we'll see you then. So Kathy and John ended up going out that night, so I ended up having to do the tripod anyway, which is fine, but we're going to be starting with Joja and her meds. I have several rats on meds right now, but we're going to start with Joja. She has her nighttime meds. She has actually got changed up a bit because like I mentioned, I took her to the vet, and they decided to split her dose into half in the morning and half at night. I've only done this once so far. I can't decide if I like it more or less at this point, but I'm just preparing her syringes. Now with Joja, because of her pituitary tumor, I do have to syringe her. I cannot give it to her on a spoon. And I understand a lot of people have mixed feelings about this because it can be dangerous if they aspirate it, but you just have to go in with confidence and don't give them too much in one go. So like with Joja, she is, pretty small, so her dose never really exceeds like what I feel comfortable doing in one go because she can take it all in and swallow it without breathing, basically. That's what you don't want, is you don't want them to breathe it in. That's what aspirating means. So here we have Joja, and she's just being a sweet little girl. I'm just checking her over, making sure she looks okay, getting her situated. And then in with the prednisone. Oh, my sweet baby. Yeah, and then I just give her a little bit of attention while she's, like, finishing taking the dose, making sure that she swallowed it so they don't give her her next medicine while that some is still in her mouth. And then there we go. I gave her her next medicine, and then same thing. I just gave her a little bit of attention, make sure she swallowed it okay. And then I just had, like, a little moment where I'm staring at her and realizing that, sometimes it hits you hard that eventually, very soon, you're going to have to say goodbye. So I was just having a little moment with her right here and trying not to cry on camera again because she's my little baby and I was very upset. And then next up we have the rest of the dwarfs that are on medicine. Currently all my standards are fine. They don't need any medicine, but the dwarfs, several of them are on medicine. So we have Summer and Bonnet who have frequent respiratory problems, so they are very often on medicine as they are currently. Then we have Glitch, who's finishing up a course of antibiotics, and Mystic, who just started a course of antibiotics. So I got them all their spoons together, and then I'm just measuring out the doses. And then with them, I choose not to syringe them. I could, but I choose not to because I don't need to. I just use this baby food. I think the one I'm using right now is banana and blueberry baby food, and I just put a little teeny tiny dollop on the spoons. Because they're dwarfs, they don't have very large doses. And then I will mix the medicine. Ow, Betty. She just leaped onto my leg with her claws out. I'll just mix the medicine onto the spoons with the baby food. And for my rats, this works pretty well. It's not going to work that well for everyone's rats. It really depends on the medicine, how sneaky it is, how bitter it is, how much they hate it. But for my rats, it works to do the baby food. And some people use other things. Baby food usually works for me. If the baby food doesn't work, I try baby oatmeal. If the baby oatmeal doesn't work, I try mixing the baby food and the baby oatmeal. And if that doesn't work, that's when I just syringe them because I am not interested in playing a game of trying 25 different things to try and get them to take their medicine when I can just syringe them. And then what I will do is I'll usually separate whoever has medicine out from everyone else. As you can see, I kind of have a layered method with the dwarfs. And whoever else does not have medicine, they get a distraction spoon, which is clear of medicine, and they just share it with the rest of the cage while whoever has their medicine is taking their much smaller bit of baby food. And that always really works well for me. I know some people can't do that because their rats are psychotic, but mine are not psychotic. They're very sweet girls, and they tend to be a lot easier with that kind of thing than a lot of other people's rats. And I always try to distribute the extra baby food evenly between the other cage mates so that no one gets like an overabundance of baby food. And here I am just having a little moment with Summer because she always wants attention after she gets meds, so she's just like, "Hi, Mama." And I indulge her because of course I do. And once the first round of meds is complete, because that's just Enro, they're also on Doxy. So once the Enro is complete, I get the spoons ready for the older girls to have their Apacatin. So when my rats reach 2, if they're a spayed female or a male, I choose to give them Apacatin every night. Apacatin is a supplement that helps their kidneys and helps slow down or not necessarily prevent, but just helps their kidney function so that if they get HLD, it doesn't progress too fast. Now with my male rats, I don't know how well this helps, to be honest, because my male rats, when they get HLD, it's like done and gone so quickly. Whereas with my female rats, they can live quite happily for months and months and months with HLD without it really impacting their life. So I just choose to give them some Apacatin and just to help them function a little bit better. They are also on a kidney-friendly diet, which means low protein. And I give them things that have good vitamins for their kidneys. So things like with omega-3s, I usually douse their food in there's the spoons showing you how much I give them. I usually douse their food in flaxseed oil, like their salads. It's like a little dressing, I like to think of it as, and that really helps. You can sprinkle the Apacatin on their wet meals, like if you do like a salad like I did earlier. I personally just mix it into a little bit of baby food because it's a little bit easier to control the portions then. And my rats never really have an issue taking it like that. And here I am giving that to Suitor and Lamb. They are both well over 2.5 at this point, so they definitely get the Apacatin. And the quad gets a distraction spoon. Now, it's not the biggest deal if one of the quad gets a little bit of Apacatin, but you don't want to give it to like younger rats, which is why I prefer to give it to them when they're over 2. I think the cutoff is like a little over 1.5 years. Is like under that, you don't want to give it to them. Over that, it's okay. But I can't quite remember, but over 2 is definitely safe. So I just kind of arrange everyone so that I can make sure that no one is getting someone's Apacatin when they shouldn't be. And so I do the layered method again, where you can see all 4 of the quad are up by these baskets, and then Lamb is on the bridge, and then Suitor is at the top begging me to give her even more, even though she knows I'm not going to do that. But she will play with my hair a little bit. But yeah, it's always fun to give them that because they love it. They love their baby food. They look forward to it every night. And I love giving it to them because it does make them very, very happy girls. And then finally, I do the Ensure for Junimo and Joja and the Doxy for everyone who's on antibiotics. Now, the Doxy, usually Doxy is pretty watery, and I find that I can just put it on a baby cookie, either arrowroot cookie, or I currently have apple cinnamon animal crackers that you can find in the baby aisle, and I never have a problem with my rats taking these. They love them. They'll eat the whole thing. They don't care about the Doxy at all. So I just give Junimo her Ensure first to distract her from Joja, and then I give Joja her animal cracker, and then I come over here to the other dwarf cage, and I grab some baby puffs from the baby aisle, and I grab a few distraction treats for those who are not on medicine, and then I just come over and I give everyone their final med for the night. And this actually works really well because my rats don't chase after everyone else once they finish their treat, because they just don't. They assume everyone got their treat and they're good with it. And also, as long as they're able-bodied, I do find that the rats that are getting the cookie are able to like keep the others off them, so it's not that big of a deal. So everyone got their treat. That is my rat routine for the day. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. All the fun stuff down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!